Hi everyone and welcome to our spring date vlog. First, we decided to go to Taizuan.
Because it's the cherry blossom season.
It's just flower season in general. There's so many flowers in Zhejiang. I was having so much fun looking at them. There's definitely not this many flowers in Denmark during this season at all.
People have so much fun looking at you.
That's true. Yeah, there was a lot of people. And a lot of people trying to get the perfect spring flower picture. People are being exposed on Xiaohongshu for stepping on the flowers. We didn't do that. You can see there's a lot of cherry blossoms.
Yeah, so beautiful.
Yeah, and Jiayi was taking pictures of me. And there was a windmill, just like the old school European ones. It's been a while since I've seen one of those.
Yeah, it's been there for a very long time.
It's super cute. And I'm acting crazy in public again. But there was a bunch of students here as well. And you can see all these little booths with a bunch of funny things. This really cracked me up because of people's baby photos. So some of the high school students found me and stood in line to take pictures. They were so cute.
Yeah.
These guys came all the way from Xinjiang. I was quite surprised because that's the opposite end of the country from us.
Yeah. Look at that little girl.
Yeah, wearing hanfu.
Yeah.
She's so cute.
Babe.
Yeah, me balancing. I am forever a child at heart. Playing around. I couldn't wear closed-toe shoes that day because I'm missing a toenail at the moment because I'm an idiot. Yeah, then we decided to sit by the lake a little bit. We were looking at a kid that was playing with this bubble pipe.
And the weather is perfect.
Yeah, it was nice and warm. And everyone was just chilling. It was really, really, really nice. And then Jiayi wanted to go to this, is it a temple?
Zhang Cangshui is a very famous person in late Ming Dynasty.
Yeah, but it was closed. And then we're walking on the bridge that crosses Shihu because we couldn't really get a taxi where we were. So we had to get on the opposite side. And you can see I'm a little bit cold because we're in the shade and it's quite windy next to Shihu.
Yeah, it's right in the middle of Xihu.
Yeah.
It's on a dam.
But it's a very beautiful walk. If you visit Hangzhou, I recommend taking a walk around Shihu.
Then we go to the museum.
Yeah, the
Zhejiang
Museum.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we got that stamp card thing. But we didn't find all the stamps. We failed our mission. But this museum covers more than 10,000 years of Zhejiang history, right?
Yeah.
So we saw some things from prehistoric humans that lived here. It was so crazy. And I think they had like the oldest painted pottery in this region on display. It was so crazy to me that people were doing
I was
this.
super shocked because the craftsmanship was crazy. 10,000 years ago.
Honestly, I gotta say, some of these things look more intricate than what we make today, even though we have machinery. And you can see we ran into a bunch of school kids with their little yellow hat. It was so cute. And then a bunch of bone tools. In Denmark, our prehistoric people use bone as well. So this was familiar to me.
Bone arrow, bone needle.
Yeah. You can see buffalo horn.
Yeah.
I think this might have been turtle shell.
Yeah.
They had those too. I'm really fascinated by the use of turtle shells in China. But this museum was so good. You can see the kids are super into it.
Yeah, some are even making those.
Yeah, it was super duper cute. You can see the rock. They honestly blew my mind. You can see this is some jewelry.
Yeah.
So it was very interesting to me to see that Chinese jewelry, traditional jewelry, has stayed pretty much the same for more than 2,000 years.
The bracelet, the jade bracelet.
Yeah, I want one really badly.
Oh, and you can see the characters are a lot similar to the modern characters.
Yeah, you said that you can read some of it. And yeah, a bunch of pottery. I'm discussing. It's because my neighbor found a stone axe, so they had one at home. You see this arrow? I thought it was metal.
Yeah.
It was so crazy. It looked perfect. I sent it to my mom and she couldn't believe that that was stone either. And you see that they recreated a burial.
Yeah, a grave.
Yeah. But yeah, there was so much stuff. Pottery has been a huge part of Chinese culture for forever.
Yeah.
And you see, I think this was probably one of the things that was the hardest to get like a close look at because so many people wanted like a good picture of these swords.
Yeah, this is 鱼肠剑. I think this is during Warring States.
This sword is a copy.
Yeah, this is a copy. 越王勾践剑. I think everyone knows.
And the real one is in Henan.
It's in Hubei Museum.
And you see little people statues. I really like Chinese traditional clothes, so for me this is always a fun part when I get to look at it.
Yeah.
In any form, even when it's statue form. Especially because I really want those shoes that flip up. I think they would look so cool when you're wearing hanfu. You see this pot with all these faces on it. I can't imagine how much time this must have taken for ancient craftsmen, but also how expensive of a product it must have been when you ordered something this intricate.
Yeah, and how many people work on one item. Yeah.
But also how many times things will fail, because I know even now when you fire clay, some of it breaks.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't come out the way you wanted it to and you just have to throw it out. And I imagine back then it must have been far more. And then we came across this turtle gravestone.
Yeah, this is very Chinese.
Yeah, I want one when I die.
We've seen it in the main grave.
Jay has one job if I pass away before him, is to get me this as a tombstone. This was so pretty. I really want a set that's this like flower shape bowl. And there was a bunch of mirrors. Mirrors here look so different from the European kind in the same period. Yours looks way more intricate.
They're so beautiful, baby. And those little metal statue, I think this is Buddhism. Yeah.
This is during the period when China started having more of a cultural exchange.
Yeah.
With other Asian countries.
Yeah, especially India.
Yeah. So this was something I was fangirling over. This is the camera that recorded the speech that basically told that the country was a country now. And here we have the first Marxist, like communist
announcement translation
into Chinese. So badass. I wish I owned that. But then I feel like no single person should probably own
it belongs
that.
to the museum.
Yeah. Julie cannot own it.
And this is
like a minority staff. It belongs to a minority group here.
Yeah, 说族.
I don't think anyone knows this, but I'm wildly into dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs. In Denmark, we just don't have a lot because we were covered by water.
Julie is a dinosaur nerd.
I felt like I was 3 years old again in a museum seeing massive dinosaur bones. Then we went to the cafe, and the museum's cafe, I can highly recommend. This is very rare for me to say.
Very decent cake.
Very good cake. The drink was very good.
Yeah.
A girl and her mom or sister maybe was sitting there. They started laughing because we kissed each other, and she started giggling. It was so cute. But yeah, the cake was really, really good. It was a chocolate mousse cake.
Yeah, it's really good.
But yeah, the whole cafe felt very peaceful, and I would say the price was reasonable.
This is the king of 吴越王钱柳. I think people here, everyone knows who that is because that's I would say the foundation of culture here.
I read about this because I have a book that's like Chinese history that I'm trying to get through. It's very interesting. I find that Wuyue culture is quite interesting to read about, to be honest. I feel jealous because I'm looking at stone tablet copies and their calligraphy is perfect and I can't even write on paper and I feel very bitter about it, guys. And then more pottery. You see slowly that glazing your pottery becomes more and more used and the colors and shapes become more and more, I would say, subtle but very clean.
Yeah. I would say I love the beauty standard in Song Dynasty.
Of things.
Yeah, things are very, very refined.
Yeah.
And the color.
Yeah, you like that cloudy greenish
Yeah.
blue. We both really love that. And here you see more figurines with all of their clothes on, and I was so fascinated by it.
Yeah.
And here you see the color we're talking about. So Chinese people are super into astrology, and it is here that it comes from, like all of this zodiac sign, what we use in the West today. So if you're into that, probably do some research into Chinese history. I feel like you'll probably find it super interesting. Yeah, and then we have more to do with Buddha, Buddhism. You can see that they were painted. So that's a very interesting thing that not a lot of Westerners know, is that almost all statues in ancient times were painted.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's just that the paint got worn off with time.
Yeah, like terracotta warriors.
Yeah.
They're all painted.
But also Egyptian. But by the time Cleopatra came around, the paint had already been pretty much worn off, so people copied it into white marble. And then you see what is obviously a Dior design, right? According to Dior, anyway. I'm just joking. This is a Ma Mianxun, but Dior does claim that
They designed it.
Yeah.
Created.
Yeah, just 500 years later. You know, that's normal.
And those fabrics are amazing. Those are, I think, they're from Ming Dynasty.
Yeah. It's so fascinating. And then you see hairpins.
I would say hairpin don't change
Much at all.
Yeah.
It's more that they got more intricate. I saw a documentary about that recently. So they started having that hanging down part.
But men's belt changed a lot.
Yeah.
I would prefer this if I wear anything fancy.
Yeah, you can see how much effort was put into people's clothes.
Yeah.
To show your status.
But of course, this is noble people's clothes.
And then you see more calligraphy. I think this is something that's worth getting into if you're a foreigner here. Like, what is good calligraphy?
Yeah.
Like, look at the grades so you can understand it a bit more.
Yeah, I think foreigners who live in China should slowly build up
Taste.
Yeah.
And then we went to the part that has to do with the Opium War. So this is an opium pipe, which felt a bit uncomfortable to see, I'm not gonna lie, with what it brought to China. And you can see Shell, the sign.
The company.
Yeah, that's in Denmark as well. China was essentially forced to accept colonial companies to come in and start using and selling. And then we were done at the museum. I'm standing outside trying to take picture and video. And then it was the end to our day. We went to get something to eat, and then we went back home.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope you enjoyed following along with our date, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.